Hey, welcome guys. Welcome to Grim Gaming. This is Grim. Today we're playing some GeoGuessr, and what we're actually going to be doing today is continuing on with our GeoGuessr World Rankings. Um, so I managed to get 3 challenges done. Got the Level 2 Standard, Level 2 Time Trial, which is new this week. And I got the 3 difficulty finished. The only one I actually won so far, and it's not over yet, but the only one I'm leading so far in is the 3 difficulty, which I've done fairly well in the last couple weeks. So, I've also done fairly well in the standard, difficulty 4 standard, so I'm hoping to keep that success up. Again, we look at this thing here. I am currently leading, and I'm not going to have any points drop off. That's what this number here means. It's 0 for everybody because the 4 difficulty was put in after the first week. So they've GeoGuessr has added a few nice improvements. Yeah, like I said, so they were able to add the 4 difficulty after the first week because GeoGuessr added the ability for that. Then they added the time trial this week because, again, GeoGuessr added that ability. We can see that we now have the ability to track and see how long it took each guess, and overall the amount of time, which didn't have that ability a while back. Like I said, they added that ability, so they put in a Mr. Blue put in a time trial component. Not sure I like that just because I mean it's nice. It is kind of cool, but it's one of those things where it's like there's just so many things to get through. Like I said, I've only gotten through 3 things so far, but yeah, if we go ahead and look at the rankings, I am in 5th place finally. As far as total, I'm actually in 1st place for the 4 difficulty and the CS Country Street difficulty, which were both added in week 2, and I've managed to top those each week so far. The difficulty 2 and difficulty 3 rankings, I have not managed to crack the top 10 or barely 20. I mean, barely 20 so far, simply because I missed the first week and therefore I have much less points. But combined with my first place is in the 4 in the CS, it managed to finally put me up into the top 10 because I was in 12th last week. I managed to get into the top 10 overall with deep thought. falling out. I'm assuming he missed this week, this past week. I didn't check, but that's my only thought there is that he missed the week, and that's why he dropped out. But anyway, back to what we're doing. We're doing a difficulty 4, which is no moving, panning, or zooming. There's no time limit. It is on the diverse AI world. So let's see what we got here. Right off the bat, right off the bat, I'm thinking hungry based on the depressing looking landscape, winter coverage, no leaves on the tree, buildings kind of fit. Oh, shit. Bulgaria is what I meant. The depressing, because Bulgaria is like literally like, unless you're in Sofia itself, I don't think I've ever seen non-depressing coverage. And it was Bulgaria, way up there though. Oh shit. This is Botswana. The trees, the vehicle. Let's see here. We're on a north-south road. If it's the main road, it would be somewhere over here, maybe based on road orientation. It could be a lesser road though. It's not down here though. It doesn't look right. It does kind of look like that area too, but then again, it could be over here as well, but this looks a little bit more populated. It's actually over here. That's a much smaller road than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be one of the yellow roads. Yeah, I almost went Cerule as well. My initial thought here was Brazil, but the sign's making me think not. Poles not either. Well, they're not guaranteed to have those poles in Brazil, but yeah, this the sign, again, not necessarily being black background, because you do have it differently. Like you do have this color sometimes in Brazil, but with this style of support, I'm thinking like probably Mexico or something like that. Could be U.S., but I don't think so. Gen 4, which was at a lot of other places. Yeah, the road doesn't really look US per se. There's no rumble strips or anything like that. I don't see this type of median very often. Um, I can't tell if these poles are octagonal or not, but I mean, where's the sun at? Can I tell? I don't think I can. Um, yeah, I think Mexico is probably the best bet. Let's see if I'd gone with the, because I normally go north of Mexico City, probably about where this is. So I normally try and click between San Luis and Mexico City. I've probably been spot on there. That's funny. All right. What are we looking at here? Sun appears to be south. So this is definitely going to be Europe, because it's not U.S. or Canada or anything like that. Um, with the mountains, I'm thinking either Alps or Pyrenees, perhaps. But it doesn't look low. This would be Switzerland, I think, unless I'm mistaken. It does look like it's Gen 4, perhaps. I could be wrong on that. It just looks bright enough to be Gen 4. Um, can't see what that is there. If it's Gen 4, we're looking at maybe Austria, Italy, or France. Um, if it's a Pyrenees, so it could be Spain, because Spain is Gen 4 as well. So this direction here, this direction. I mean, that could be a pretty decent hedge. I don't know if it's, I don't know which one it is. I don't think it's Switzerland. Um, but if it's Gen 4, like I said, I mean, it could be Czechia with Gen 4, but I mean, it's not, the mountains don't look like that. So I'm thinking it's got to be this, but somewhere between this mountain range here and this mountain range. And that looks fairly close to about halfway midpoint. It could always be over here, but I think it looks a little different than that. And plus, the Gen 4 wouldn't fit. If it's Gen, I could be wrong with this Gen 4 though. It just looks bright enough to be. I'll go with it. It ends up being France, and it's actually a little. I was thinking mountain stopping here, but it's, I guess, west of Gap rather than east. Overall, not bad though. Second place was actually over in Sardinia, so which actually makes sense as well too. So got a single yellow middle line. Which makes it basically Canada if this because it doesn't look it doesn't look Mexican. I mean, to be honest with you, it looks Eastern Canada, either Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Just in case. It ends up being Ontario. Is that a town named Prince Edward, or is that Prince Edward Island? That's weird. Because it doesn't look, there's no dot like you'd see for a, maybe it is. Yeah, so looks like first place, well, second place overall. So apparently I've won because this was the last one. But the prior first place person got closer, but it was in Ohio. I don't know why you guess Ohio there, but that was Giovanni. Why would what the hell? Why would Giovanni? Giovanni knows Canada doesn't like the U.S. doesn't have a single yellow road line. This was just all right. So he went Sardinia, went Bulgaria, and he was the one that was closer. And I was, I think, in Mexico. Mexico was 3. Yeah, he was closer. Yeah, so basically round 4. Yeah, so that one there, I think I went actually Italy. I think is where I went, but so I didn't even, to be honest with you, I didn't even think about the mountains on the islands here because that definitely could have been like Corsica or something like that as well. So I don't know that that's a great hedge. I don't know that Sardinia is a great hedge, but Corsica would have been a pretty decent hedge. Like northern Corsica, be fairly close there. Maybe a little further away there. And honestly, right here would have been a great hedge right in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, not bad. I'm still surprised at the at Giovanni going Ohio for one that's got a single yellow middle line. But anyway, that should allow me to retain my first place ranking in the 4. should. But yeah, anyway, y'all enjoy and have a good one.